Good morning, Amy. Welcome back to our kitchen here at the American Club in Cola. My name is Ulrich Koberstein. I'm the executive chef at the American Club in Cola. Today we're going to make a really fun dish using some scallops. I moved to the UK probably around 15 years ago or so, and a little bit longer than that actually. But when I arrived there, the reputation of British food was that it was pretty bland. But I came across a restaurant that was run by some folks from New Zealand, and they did some really incredibly flavorful recipes. And this is one thing that I really remembered and loved. And when I think of London, when I think about going back, this is the dish that I always love to do. It's basically pan-seared scallops, and we're going to make a sweet chili sauce. Now you can either make it the way we're going to do it today, or you can buy the sweet chili sauce in your Asian supermarket as well. It's the sweet chili sauce, kind of in a medium-sized bottle, dark red color, little viscous in character. So if you don't feel like going through this whole process here, feel free to buy it. It's just as good. But plenty of flavor and completely dispels the myth that British food has to be bland food. Can be very exciting. So what I've done here to get this going is I put some sugar and some water into a pan, and we've just let that kind of go together and caramelize on the stove top. It's nice and golden brown. It's not burnt, but it is very, very rich and caramelized. I'm just going to take that off the heat there for a bit, leave that to sit. We don't want that to burn, as I said, and we're just going to start to get the rest of the ingredients together that we need to make our Asian sweet chili sauce. I got 10 cloves of garlic, pop those in there. I got about 3 inches of ginger that I've chopped nice and fine, but the blades from the mixer are going to do the rest of the work. I got some lemongrass, again chopped nice and fine, put that in there. Zest of about 2 limes, put those in there. And then I've got some chilies here. These are pretty hot and spicy. I'm just going to remove the stem from 4 chilies here. There we go. Put those in there. And then a couple of good handfuls of fresh cilantro leaves. Just put those in there. Get the lid on top. And then we're just going to pulse this down, and we're going to turn this into a paste. It's going to take a couple of minutes here. And there we have it. All the ingredients nicely blended together. Just take a spoon, make sure you get everything from the top of the blender here. Scrape the sides down again as well. Amy, I wish you could smell this right now. It smells beautiful and fresh in the studio here right now. You can really smell the lemon zest, the lime zest that's coming through here. You can smell, there we go, the fresh spices. You can smell a little bit of the chili in there as well. So I'm going to take the puree, put that into my mix here that has the sugar and the water. Just return that to the stove here. Incorporate all those ingredients together. And get ready to mix our final couple of ingredients together here. So just mix that together very carefully. Make sure that everything mixes together really well. There we go. And there's a lot of heat in here because of the sugar, so it's just going to continue to cook as we go. All right. The last few ingredients that we need to add to this are going to be a little bit more of the apple cider. That's going to give us some tang. We're also going to add some soy sauce to this. Just gently turn the heat back on again. That's going to give us the saltiness that we're looking for. And then some fish sauce. This is very concentrated. Fish sauce is made literally from anchovies that are left to bake out in the sun. Has a very, very strong fishy flavor to it. But once it's kind of more of an acquired taste, but once you do acquire that taste, oh, you'll absolutely love it. Used a lot in Taiwanese cooking. In fact, all over Asia, they use this a lot. So again, just making sure that all the sugar here mixes together well with the ingredients that we have in there. I can now turn this down and just leave this to sit on the side. Getting to our scallops now. I'm going to cook these in a little bit of sesame oil. Sesame oil is going to give us a really nice nutty flavor. The burning point is a little bit lower than it is on some of the other oils, so make sure that you don't have the pan too hot. We've got some nice Diver fresh caught scallops here. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, just over the top. And these are about nice medium size, so you think probably around 3 per person. Get the pan nice and warm. Pat them dry. You want these scallops nice and dry as well, so when you put them into the pan, there isn't too much splash up against your fingers from the water that's in the scallops. Never overcrowd your pan as well while you're cooking. So what happens at that point is you take away a lot of the heat that's in the pan already, and it slows down the cooking process. And then all the flavor and all the water that's inside the scallops will start to leak out and you won't get a nice golden sear on there. So we're going to put those in there for about 90 seconds on each side, minute and a half, give or take, on each side. And we're just going to take a look and make sure that we don't overcook these. Scallops should be cooked to a nice medium rare, so you do want them inside just a little bit translucent. If you're not close to a good quality fishmonger or a store that carries scallops, feel free to substitute this dish with shrimp, works just as well. So at this point now, the sweet chili sauce back here is starting to cool down a bit. I'm just going to try it and make sure that our mix. Oh, that is really, really good. Like I said, big, strong, intense flavors. Really, gets your mouth excited for what's about to come. Just going to turn that pan on just a little higher and just get a little bit more of a golden sear on our sea scallops. Let's take a look at the scallops here. They should be nice and ready. And see, turn those over there. Nice golden brown color. That's exactly what we're looking for there. You're going to have a little bit of a crunch on the outside of the scallops and nice and soft on the inside, as they should be. And at this stage of the game, turn the pan off. The residual heat that's in here will allow the scallops to continue cooking. And time for the plate up. So at this point now, I have a little bit of some watercress down here. But again, it doesn't have to be watercress. If you want to use arugula maybe, that's a great product to use as well. A little bit peppery. It's going to definitely add some zip to this dish. And we're going to take the scallops and maybe 3 or 4 per person, again, depending on whether you're doing this as an appetizer or as an entree. There we go. Put those on there. We're going to take a little bit of the dressing here over the top of the scallops. And you can either cool this down and have this as a cold salad, or as we're doing here right now, as a nice mixture of hot and cold together. And then just to finish it off, because there is a little bit of heat, a little bit of zip in here, we're going to take some creme fraiche, which is a French-style heavy cream. Just a little bit over the top of each of those. There we go. And you're ready to go. This is a great dish. Guaranteed this is going to be a crowd pleaser. Everyone's going to love the fresh flavors from this. Amy, back to you in the studio.